Hello everybody, welcome to another video here previewing Daytona. Well, not really previewing Daytona. Coming up this weekend, I'm going to talk about the 450 class a little bit and the situation we're in for the 450 class. As you see, I am 94, but I'm on a Monster Energy Kawasaki. That is because Eli Tomac and Ken Roczen are tied in points this weekend. So they will both be sharing the red plates. And I kind of want to talk about what I think is going to happen for that. But I want to get on Daytona and just ride it. And we might as well just talk about my predictions of who might take the red plate into Indianapolis, I believe. Let me know down in the comments what the next race is, please. This is where I get confused in this season of the schedule. So who will take the red plate to the next round? I do want to mention something about Eli Tomac and what happened in Atlanta for him. Let's just jump right into it. So, I think Ken Roczen's coming off the most confidence because, my goodness, he won by what, 15 seconds at Atlanta? So he's coming off the most confidence, knowing that he can gap everyone if he gets a start, and he's really fired up to win Daytona. Because in the interviews, the post-interviews that I've seen of him post-race at Atlanta, he's basically saying, man, I've always wanted to win Daytona and I never got the chance to, and chances I've gotten, I've never done it. So, I think he's going to come in fired up. Like I said, he's got that confidence booster from Atlanta, so it's going to be interesting for Roczen. For Tomac, however, I think if he gets in the way of a certain number 51, the pass ain't gonna be clean. Let me just tell you that much. Barsha and Tomac are mad at each other. At least that's what I've come to the realization, that they are mad at each other. If you didn't see the official Supercross channel, and I think an official Supercross channel, or there's a video on YouTube of it, basically caught their argument in Atlanta after the race, because, you know, they were arguing after the race about the passes, which I don't think were that dirty. Eli's was more aggressive, but if you really go back and watch Barsha's, was very aggressive. Someone caught their interview, or their argument after the race. It was pretty heated, like, none of them were happy. Team Yamaha was actually trying to push Barsha back. Well, they weren't trying to push him back, but they were trying to tell him to stop, and Barsha just kept going. They had to bleep out a few words. It was so bad. So, yeah, I recommend you go check that video out. I'm pretty sure you've seen it. Just in case you haven't seen it, I recommend that video because it shows the passes and then it shows their argument. So, that's a great video to go watch. But yeah, I don't think Barsha's very happy right now. Once again, Barsha is fired up. And I think we've seen some fireworks here in Daytona. And honestly, I know they say it's Tomac's house, Daytona. And I will not disagree with that. I think Tomac will win Daytona. At least that's who I'm picking for fantasy, because it's a safe bet. But if Barsha's in his way, or if Barsha's behind him, I don't think he wins. So that's Eli's situation there. Roczen's playing this championship smart. He's not getting into it with any other rider on the track. He's doing what he has to do. Yeah, the 6th places and A1 in San Diego weren't great, but hey, he came back from those alright. I mean, Tampa wasn't great, but it wasn't horrible. Arlington was pretty good. And then we saw Atlanta, he won by a lot of seconds, which that paid off in fantasy for me picking him. If you want to hear all my thoughts on the Atlanta race, excluding the Barsha and Tomac thing, I think, like, the rest of the thoughts on the race, like the Baggett, Tomac incident, go watch my Atlanta recap. So, yeah, I think I think we're in an interesting spot in the sport. I'm definitely gonna keep watching it. Even though I did make that privateer videos, like, I want to see some good racing. And I think the next few weeks are gonna provide some good racing. I did not expect the points to be tied right now. Daytona is already an interesting race, and now we have the points tied, so this is gonna be crazy. The track map has came out. I think it is a pretty dangerous start. If you haven't seen it, it's gonna be a dangerous start. I'm calling one red flag because the start is basically they loop around and they come back on the start straight in a matter of like 5 seconds. So if you have a pile up there in that start straight, then they're basically hitting it when they come back across. So yeah, I think it's gonna be dangerous. Hopefully everyone stays safe, but you never know in this sport. Who expected Cooper Webb to do what he did in Arlington? But yeah, Cooper, since we're on Cooper, I don't expect much from Cooper the rest of the season after that gnarly crash. I mean, yeah, getting third was great, but seriously, if Anderson, Wilson, and whoever else was down, Freezy, I think, doesn't have their pile up, he probably doesn't get to third. And Dobbins was riding really good, but he just faded. So, and Saints Rule being there would not have helped Webb. So, yeah, I'm really bummed that Saints Rule is not racing Daytona. Like, that's his home race, according to everyone. So it's gonna be a bummer not seeing Saints Rule at any race. So yeah, those are some of the thoughts I have coming into Daytona. Wow, that's a fast section. So let me know what you think down below. For us Californians, the race is on at 4:30 p.m. Eastern time, 4:30 p.m. California time or Pacific, and for you Eastern folks, it is on at 7:30 p.m. on NBCSN and NBC Sports Gold. So I recommend you stay watching it the whole season. It's gonna be good, especially with everything that's going on. Barsha Tomac, Roczen Tomac, Webb. I mean, one more thing since we're here on Cooper Webb, I would not be surprised, and let me know what you think in the comments down below of this little prediction. I highly doubt it happens, but I will not be surprised if he pulls his championship out because it's Cooper Webb. Like, come on. Who would be surprised at this point? I mean, yeah, it's not that great where he is, but look at what he did last year. It's definitely possible. So, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. Like and subscribe for more videos like this. And I will see you later. Bye-bye.